Okay, so welcome back to Sheehan and our second live stream of the day. We're bringing you Nigel Nicholls of England against PJ Gallagher of Ireland. So you're joining us on the show, Matt. PJ is going to start us off on this first end of 12. So PJ obviously using the orange bowls. Here's PJ's information. Ranking of 8 at the moment, 24 on the merit, and a win percentage of 71%. And he's up against former SMPT champion as well, Nigel Nicholls, who's using the blue bowls. As you can see, Nigel's ranking of 6, currently 32 in this season's order of merit, so we're looking forward to a great match. So Craig's here with me again. Hello, Craig.
Hi, Simon. Hi, everybody.
So, what do we think about this match then?
Well, again, another close match on paper. Both of these players have been in good form this season and looking good so far today. I think we're in for an interesting match. It's interesting to see the bowls that Nigel's playing with, actually. I think he's kept with a fairly swingy set of bowls, which is a...
Yeah, I think PJ's using aces. I'm not sure about Nigel. They might be aces too, you know.
Yeah. He normally plays with the Aero Maxims, but that would certainly be too, in my opinion, be too swingy for these mats here.
Yeah, you can see there from the picture. Good start from PJ. They're definitely aces. So a medium swinging bowl, for those of you not sure on the bias of these bowls. Favoured by a lot of players here this weekend.
And like the match that came just before this one earlier with Stephen Gale and James Trott, Nigel's got a step-in delivery. PJ's your more orthodox short mat stance, which is your static stance where PJ will plant his leading foot down and it will just be arm movement.
Yeah, expect some rapid play in this match. Both players not afraid to use a running bowl. Players obviously just settling in on the first end. PJ just looking to drop in for shot, and he has done.
Yeah, good bowl there from PJ. So both of these players are well equipped to play the running bowl if needed. Also very good draw bowlers. So
Nigel just using that wider line that we found James Trott found pretty well. It did come back just a bit overweight, as you can see. So players finding the weight of this green. So yeah, it looks like just the one to PJ on the first end. I did speak to Stephen actually after the first game, and he did say that actually the pace of the mat is bowling slightly quicker on the way they've just come.
Yeah, and I think that was quite noticeable, especially the first couple of ends that we saw. With bowlers bowling that way, just tended to be through with their first bowl, which is obviously not a problem, but at this level, it's quite noticeable when the players are a yard or so through.
So, fairly good start from PJ on the second end. Nigel looking to respond with a good draw, just pulling up short.
So both these players have been successful on the tour, having won one title each.
Yeah, of course, Nigel winning in York at the British Open. PJ's second bowl now, just wants to run a bit more. Yeah, just pulled short.
Don't forget, if you have got any questions at all during this match, just post them up on the feed here and we'll look to answer those for you. Let us know where you're watching from, what you think of the coverage as well.
So Nigel just over adjusting with his second bowl. PJ down on the forehand. Again, has he made the adjustment on weight?
Very good.
Yeah, he certainly has. Front toucher, and the ball will just drop down. So, a very good start from PJ.
Yeah, he settled in, especially coming this way here on this end. First 3 bowls there, very good. Putting Nigel under a bit of pressure.
So, Nigel's third bowl of the second end. Well, pushed a jack, not quite enough. It's probably reduced it to just the one shot to PJ.
Yeah, the overhead looks to be very much, it's just the one shot to PJ there. So see PJ walking back, thinking about what's the best shot to play here. Very serious look on PJ's face.
Yeah.
It's always good to get the view that you don't normally get when watching the matches. Obviously both these players know that they're going to be on the streamed match here. It might change the way that they approach the match.
Yeah, good result with that, but he just clipped Nigel's front bowl, you might have seen there. If he'd missed that, it would have been right up to the jack, I think. But still, the road in both hands really blocked here, Craig.
Yeah, I think actually he can afford to be brave to this, Nigel. He's got the plant of the front 2 orange bowls through the other 2 orange bowls, and of course he's got the back position. So the only downside of doing that shot is you are pushing PJ's bowls up.
Yeah, Nigel just playing through with a couple of yards. Bit of a ricocheted through, but wasn't going to get much of a result, I don't think. Certainly 2 to PJ. Yeah, that's been agreed by Nigel.
And again, I think these players know each other fairly well off the mat and on it. They've played each other 3 previous occasions. Currently, PJ leading the head-to-head count 2-1.
Yeah, of course, these players did meet in the group stage 2 seasons ago. That was their first meeting. PJ winning 12-9. He then won the next match at the Belfast Open. Of course, that being a pairs match, of course.
Yeah.
12 shots to 6. And then at the season opener this year, at the UK Open, Nigel finally getting a chalk on the board, 11 shots to 6. Again, that was in the last 16 of the Cup. So Nigel now looking to make it 2 each.
Wants to win this end, really, having gone losing the first 2. You see PJ playing the forehand. We've seen this is a very big swinging forehand. Drops off the edge of the mat there.
So Nigel down on the forehand also. Again, looks to be just heavy. Probably haven't quite picked up the fact that the mat is slightly quicker in this direction. Be interesting to see how quickly he does pick that up.
Yeah, he needs to start picking it up quick, because PJ won't give him the time to adjust. PJ want to keep that pressure on. Good bowl again from PJ, just piling another bowl in behind. Back to the draw now for Nigel, using that big swinging hand.
As he adjusted his weight. Yeah, certainly closer than his previous bowl. And is in for second. Hi Elizabeth. Well, yeah, hope you're enjoying the sport. Hope to bring you some great coverage of this over the weekend. PJ now, yeah, just slightly overplayed that wood. So a chance for Nigel to maybe get a 2 here, Craig.
Yeah, and he wants to take this opportunity. Again, he's out on that wide road. Will it come back?
Bit more weight with this one. Oh, he's actually nudged his own. Yeah, maybe a bit too much weight for the shot he was looking at. So that could be 2 now for PJ.
I do find it looks like the line that he played there would have been perfect for his aero bowls.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you get that in your mind that you're so used to playing with a set of bowls. When you do switch to a slightly different set, I know I've had that before in the past, where you switch to a slightly straighter set and you're still giving it the green of your
absolutely.
Other set, especially with those sort of bowls where you're playing a little bit of weight.
So yeah, just waited for the scoreboard to be changed down on the mat, and it is a 2 shot, so out to an early 5-0 lead after 3 ends. Don't forget we're playing 12 ends in the match today. So guys, don't forget, if you're watching us on Facebook Live, to share this post. Anybody who shares a post, it was in with a chance of winning a free SMPT Raptor shirt, courtesy of bowlstrader.co.uk, our shirt sponsor. So yeah, simply share the post, get everyone involved.
I think we'll see PJ going for this, foot out to the line. I think we know what's coming next.
So yeah, just a couple of yards through. Yeah, got the bowl first, got a good result by nudging the jack to his first bowl there, and his toucher now obviously sitting in the ditch.
PJ certainly won't be shy to play those shots, as will Nigel as well, actually. And for these players, given the opportunity.
Yeah, good response from Nigel. We'll just look at the overhead. Yeah, so clearly shot bowl with his last wood there. See, I keep calling it wood. Gone are the days.
Old habits.
Yeah, that's right.
Of course, the bowls used to be made from wood, well, before our time, but it's a tradition that's stuck.
Hi, Shauna. Yes, old habits, as we've just been discussing, die hard. We'll try not to say too many years, but yeah, you never know. So, PJ's third bowl now of this 4th end.
I think he'll be looking just to any contact on the last bowl.
Yeah, certainly playing the pace for that.
It's a bit wide. No, got the
yeah.
result.
Just clipped it. Got the result, as you said.
And I think that's the key thing in these matches, keeping your pressure on your opponent. Even if you didn't quite get the result you were looking for there, he's still got the shot now, PJ, so he's forcing Nigel to respond, and that's what you need to do.
Yep, even though PJ's got a touch from the ditch, Nigel's still playing through this. That's a good result. Clean off the bowl, moves the jack round. But if you look at the angle there on the shot, the jack will go straight into that corner with any movement for PJ. PJ just looking at which hand to play it on.
Great shot for TV, this one, if it comes off.
It is.
PJ will know that as well.
So yeah, backhand just reaches out. Angle on the bowl looks slightly.
I would say that's close.
Wow. Just flicked the bowl clean out. Wanted it more onto the jack, obviously. Difficult to say.
One and a measure.
Yeah, it's
a toucher in the ditch, obviously, Nigel's bowl, so
close for the second shot.
Good chance for Nigel to get back into this. Plenty of room to draw. And sometimes these are the more difficult shots. When you've got all this room, I would expect Nigel to draw in here, add to the count.
Will it slow up? Well, it's fallen back in. Yeah,
Might not be in the...
Well, PJ's taken the one bowl out that was in the ditch. Nigel setting his jack length. PJ still looking to see...
I think we could be having an umpire situation in here. Yep. So.
Yeah, so we've called for an umpire. So 1 shot removed so far. So we'll just wait for an umpire to come from the floor. Of course, 24 mats in play today. 144 players taking part. So in comes John, one of our umpires for the day.
And don't forget all of you that are watching at home, these events are open to you all to enter. If you haven't played in one of our events before, take a look at our website, shortmatplayerstour.com. Got quite a few players this weekend making their debut. Don't feel it's just for the guys that you see on the show mat here. We've got a really good mix of experiences and years behind some of these players.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had players aged 8 to 90.
Yeah, it's been a really good mix of or range of ages that we've had as well.
Yeah, and those just from club bowlers, new starters. Obviously, as Craig said, to those who are very experienced in this type of play. So it's great to see them all be drawn in the same groups. Great experience for new players. So as you saw there, that was a 2 to Nigel on the 4th end. PJ still leading 5 shots to 2.
And PJ sticking with this forehand coming this way. You'll tend to see that players will find a hand that they enjoy bowling on.
You can see why there.
There's Nigel sticking with the backhand.
Yes.
Oh, good bowl.
Very good bowl from Nigel. Perfectly through the jack. Moves it back for 2 shots. So you can see PJ stands there, arm right out in front, follows through, out on that good wide line. Pace looks pretty good.
And for all of you that are looking to improve your game, the technique and delivery is certainly one key area, and PJ's got a very good, solid delivery, something that I would certainly look to recommend to people.
Yeah, of course, a lot of the Irish bowlers play fixed stance. He's got a very stable delivery, sets himself well.
Head over the bowl when he's delivering as well.
Yeah. Of course, compared to other formats, you have to use the foot mat a lot more, and your position is vitally important to get in the right line on these narrower mats. So Nigel coming through. Yeah, got a good contact. Still think he's shot down.
It's a good result in terms of where his touch has finished. So he's given himself an opportunity of his last bowl. Got to be careful though, because PJ he's got bowls around there, so
yeah, it's an interesting choice of PJ here. You know, does he just look to draw up, or maybe look for a toucher, take the jack through?
how brave PJ wants to be here. He could look to plant onto his own shot bowl, push Nigel's in the ditch, but he's just going to stick with this draw on the backhand. Drop right round the back of the jack. Be really good.
Will it just sit down? Yeah, it's in that bowl. So it's a nice spot.
Although the overhead looks like it's out, it's actually it's fairly well in. Nigel just drawing down.
Yeah, PJ another bowl to come after this, so Nigel want fairly close. Well, gets a nice little ride off the front bowl. Yeah, hand up as an apology.
Yeah, and as we'd expect from these guys here, if they do get a bit of fortune, they will hold their hand up. Had a good pace though. He was in the area.
He was. So slightly trickier now for PJ. His front bowl slightly blocking the backhand if he was looking to move the jack across.
Definitely taking his time, PJ here. He's, you know, you want to make sure you play the right shot. Don't want to rush in. Whilst he's 5-2 up. Wants to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, as we stand, this is the fourth match that they're playing of the day, so it is their final game. Both sitting with 3 wins from 3 so far in the group. So PJ resets after that disturbance. Well, he got the same ride as Nigel did, but not quite in his favour.
Still just a 1, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just a 1 to Nigel. Yep, looks like that's confirmed. It is. So single shot for Nigel on the 5th end. He brings it back to within 2, 5-3 to PJ.
You can see the players in between ends here just chatting about what happened there and the fortunes or misfortunes that they got. Again, these guys, and they do know each other very well off the mat. Like the game that we had with Stephen and James as well. A bit of banter between the 2 players. A bit of conversation between them.
Yeah, there was indeed. Obviously, the players playing on the tour here see each other quite a lot, so both on and off the mat. A lot of them socialise together. But, PJ looking to be aggressive here now. Yeah, not playing big weight, just enough to move this. Yeah, it's got a good result. Nice toucher. So Nigel sticking with the backhand. Just looking to draw the line. It's pretty close.
I don't think he's got a toucher himself, has he, with his first bowl?
No,
so
I did miss it. I don't think it was a toucher.
No,
so can't see any chalk from here. So
PJ certainly got the advantage on this end.
Yeah, it's prime position. Will he look to push it in straight away? No, just a draw from PJ.
Well, it's shot already. Doesn't need to be chasing it.
Absolutely right.
Well, it might be down now.
Yeah, not the result he wanted, really.
Still 1, I think, to PJ. Obviously, Nigel can't be too adventurous here. He doesn't want to be pushing the toucher up for PJ, making it any easier for him.
Just short of pace again.
Probably would have played out the forehand, actually.
Yeah, I mean, a bit more space there. Less danger. If he's a bit wide, he would have maybe lifted PJ's bowl over, even though it's probably still shot. But
see PJ going for it this time.
Yeah, slightly wider stance. See, just balancing himself.
Still looks to be on a draw weight.
Yeah, I think he is. Looking for the gap between his own bowl and Nigel's. Just pulling up a little bit. And then a clean run he probably would have got in.
Nigel just looking at that angle. I think actually his bowl on the outside stops the touch from going off the side.
Yeah, I think that's probably second bowl too. Nigel just having a look at that.
Of course, you see Nigel's shirt, Cornwall. He's from Cornwall, down in the southwest of England.
So we think forehand here from Nigel again?
It's got to be really for me. He's got 2 bowls to push up of his own. He's got the gap as well to get through.
Yeah, I suppose he's just debating the weight he wants to look, because obviously a draw through and pushing a bowl a couple of turns is different weight.
He's definitely on the draw weight, I think, here.
I think this might be a bit narrow. Oh, I might sneak a gap. Oh, nearly.
I think the pace was good. It was just a bit tight.
Yeah. So yeah, PJ's just going to come up and have a look at this, just to see how the land lies. So on the end, 6th end, 2-shot lead so far for PJ.
winner of this match would book their place into the knockout, vying for the trophy. So both of these players have won their previous 3 matches here today so far. Nigel came through his first match against Tommy Dahlgren, 16-8. Followed that up with a 24-4 win against Debbie Pye. And a 16-7 win against Ali Akbar of the UAE. PJ similarly with 3 wins.
Oh, PJ loves that bowl, chasing it down the mat. Got rid of Nigel's outside bowl. And it looks like a good count. 2 or 3 certainly.
2 shots.
2 it is.
I think he was looking to stay as well there to make the 3. Two shots to PJ, and that extends his lead now, 7-3.
Yeah, so don't forget players allowed to kill the jack twice during a match without penalty, which you might expect to see in this game. They both can be aggressive as we've said. But some good drawing actually, to be fair.
Yeah, so both of these players are good all round. Able to play all the different shots that you need to be able to play.
And Nigel just unlucky there, just a fraction wide on his line, so the bowl clipped the outside of PJ's first bowl.
PJ just doing his scorecard. Of course, we ask the players to keep their score. It's quite important. Just like golf, we want them to keep track of the individual score, just in case there is any discrepancies.
Yeah, good positional bowl from PJ, covering Nigel's at the back. And Nigel straight down on the forehand, rapid play.
Yeah, both these players are fairly quick. We've seen a little bit of stoppages in this match, just where the players have gone down, been very tight heads and different angles, so of course the players will go and take a look.
Good ball from Nigel there, just pushed PJ's shot bowl out. Now sits 1. PJ looking to do a similar job, just slightly narrow on the line. Weight looked pretty good.
It's probably the one hand that's caught a few players out with a bit of weight, just over the draw weight so far today, the matches that we've seen.
Nigel just sticking with the draw, wanted to turn that round the corner, has sat in front of the jack, so but the draw again now perhaps on the forehand side here is open. He can just come up and rest Nigel's shot bowl. Yeah, PJ just wants to have a look.
Get a little bit of pressure on this one, he's 2 down. There's not loads of room to get in there, so doesn't want to waste this opportunity. Let Nigel back into the match. As we can see from the overhead there, nice 2 shots to Nigel currently.
So PJ coming down on the other hand, actually playing with a bit of weight. That surprised me a little bit. Mind you, had just previously played that hand, wanted to make the adjustment, but
I guess it would be very easy to say play the draw. It did look to be on, but if he did miss it, it gives him an opportunity for 3. Whereas at least he's taken 1 bowl away here.
Yep.
Nigel's got a foot or so to draw in for 2. Again, these are the shots that you need to take if you're going to win these sort of matches.
Yeah, Nigel 4 shots down. Wow, he's playing through this a little bit. Interesting shot. Oh, that's not good. Well, yeah, he's not happy with that. I assume he's probably looking to... But even the weight to play it right through to the ditch there was a bit short on pace, I would say. So it's not gone well for him, Craig.
No, that's definitely an interesting... I think he'll look back on that and wish that he'd drawn. It's... He had a couple of options there with weight, the plant and stay for 2, or the jack through, but I don't know, the amount of danger that there was in that, especially when you're holding. The last thing you want to do is give your opponent a shot. So PJ extends his lead now, 8-3.
Yeah, so from possibly 3 or 2 down in the match score, Nigel now faces a 5-shot deficit. Again, players there just discussing that last shot of Nigel's. Let's see if he can respond in this end.
It looks like it's just falling short here. Again, just that slightly uphill coming back this way.
Yeah, he's going to need to put that shot on the previous end out of his mind quickly. And yeah, as you rightly say, it's there is a definite slight difference in pace, one way to the other. PJ having no real issues with that, though, it would seem.
No, PJ certainly seems to be more comfortable out there at the moment. I was chatting to Nigel before the match. He seemed calm and looking forward to appearing on the show mat here.
Yeah, again, another bowl. That wasn't too bad a pace, but just catching the front bowl took the final weight out.
And I think that's where, if you do drop your first one short, it does sometimes come back to haunt you.
Again, deliberation from PJ.
PJ's got an aggressive shot on here if he wants to. He's got the jack. I think if he doesn't play it, I think Nigel will certainly need to be positive with this one.
Yeah, PJ wants this bowl past the head here, really. Wants to run a bit more. If it drops, it's good.
Very good.
Yeah, if you look at the angle there, the bowl's sitting slightly to the top side as we look. So, again, trouble is it's Nigel's backhand. He could look to force the jack clean off the mat. Again, he has to draw as well, but I would imagine he'll just play a bit through.
Yeah. Again, probably wishing that he had his maxims here.
Yeah, mind your line's not too bad with this.
Good bowl.
Good bowl. Wasn't overly aggressive, just did enough to disturb the jack. PJ just asking who's holding. Yeah, points to Nigel's. So PJ's going to come and check himself anyway.
Looks like blue from our position on
does.
the overhead there.
Yeah, it can be tricky to... bit tricky to see sometimes, but yeah, I certainly would favour Nigel's bowl.
Again, how brave does PJ want to be here? There is a little split he could play here.
Yeah.
Push the bowl that we think is the shot away. And stay for 4. Got a bit of pressure on Nigel with his last bowl. And he's got the jack back into the ditch.
Yeah, it's just... he's just playing the weight through. Needs the jack here. Well, he's moved it. That might have done enough to give his back bowl shot. Hard, again, hard to tell on the angle. As you can see there. Yeah,
Not to call that one.
No, difficult for us to tell from here. So, final bowl of this 8th end. Nigel down on the forehand again, just to draw. He's picked the mat up very quickly, so I think he thinks it's a bit short. And again, yeah, the bowl just swinging away. Yeah, so the marker calls an umpire, so we'll see what becomes of this measure. Stephen Proctor coming in to do a measure for us. Nigel really needs to be holding shot, Craig.
Yeah, again, I think he'll be kicking himself there. There's plenty of room to draw in for the actual shot, and I think sometimes they are the ones that you look back on and wish I'd made that one. I'm probably still thinking about that last end where he gave the shot away.
Yeah, I mean, it was yeah, interesting choice of shot, we'll say, for that last one. And you know, he could have got the jack and got still one shot. As it was, he was unfortunate and gave shot away, so he's still chasing the match. But we'll see.
It looks to be orange from here.
Yeah, looks quite close.
Close.
Yeah, Stephen just going back to check. Yeah, so...
yeah.
Yeah, point, so it's 1 to PJ.
and even more critical that Nigel didn't take advantage there to get in.
Yeah, even for the draw for the one shot,
yeah,
it was needed. You know, we're 4 ends to go now, 2/3 of the way through the match, and Nigel really needs to be winning every end.
Certainly wouldn't disagree with you. I think he's put himself in a bit of a difficult situation here.
So PJ gets us underway on the 9th end. Middle jack. Now then, usually we would see Nigel running, and I think we will do.
No, just on the draw.
Just over, yeah. He's certainly making sure he's reaching. Yeah, he doesn't want to be wasting balls.
No, and I've got the feeling that he's not quite 100% comfortable with the bowls he's using here, just on with playing that kind of weight. So you do become so accustomed to the bowls that you're bowling with. And, more often than not, Nigel would be really positive to that with his maxims on the other venues that we play at.
Yeah, absolutely right. And again, playing that weight on a tricky hard floor. PJ with a great response though, as you can see. A front toucher. Nigel just having a quick look to see how far it's away. So he's down on the backhand. Just again pinched the line there.
Yeah, that hand certainly coming that way has caught a few people out. Be interesting the more matches that we see on the show mat here. How many times players go a bit tight there.
So PJ will look for another close bowl. He's sticking with a forehand. Just wants to get around his own one. Nigel's bowl, although it was narrow, is still live at the back, so gives him an opportunity. Yeah, this certainly looks to be passed. Yeah, it's a good bowl. Finishing a lovely spot. I think the jack might just squeeze past that. Nigel straight down though and into his next bowl, just drawing. Oh, if he'd missed the ride there, he probably would have been pretty close.
Didn't want the touch, yeah, very close. Again, he's trying to force it though with the pace. He's just over the perfect draw pace there, so any touch onto the front bowl was going to take him away from the jack.
Again, more deliberation from PJ, just checking to see how many bowls are left. Each player has one. Will he just look for the forehand, just to draw up inside Nigel's, really put the pressure on?
Yeah, doesn't need to do too much here. Just, again, if he matches his last bowl, he'll be very happy with that. Dropping onto Nigel's last bowl. Be in the count. Force Nigel onto the draw. Nigel's got really no other shot on other than drawing himself, so...
Yep, so he's playing the forehand. He can use that wide line just to hold the bowl out, finish late. Certainly looks to be on a good road. Yeah.
Bit unfortunate, actually.
Yeah, again, just clipping the front bowl, so it's taking it round and through the gap between the two other bowls. So it's just one to PJ, but this is tricky for Nigel.
Yeah, there's not much on, I don't think. He's going to have to really strike this hard if that's what he's looking at.
Again, looking at the angle of that, the jack might squeeze between the two orange ones, but one back bowl, you know, not much. He's got the one bowl to the right hand side, but can the jack go that way? Difficult. So maybe he'll look at either striking or it's a dead weight draw on the forehand side.
Soon see.
Well, it's backhand, and it's a little bit of weight over. Oh, clean through the gap. So removes the back bowl of PJ's. Still just the one, I think. Yep. So Nigel agrees a one shot to PJ, and this match looking like it's heading PJ's way.
Yeah, I think PJ will just defend now. He's got the lead. 7 shots is a lot to ask in 3 ends.
Yes, I mean some close heads, 2s and 1s, nothing big. And as you say, the old saying, match bowl for bowl now, that will certainly win PJ the match.
Yeah, if PJ's going to look to drop any shots, he'll just be happy to drop 1s. And we can see from that shot the other matches that are in play here. 24 mats every session in play. Great to see so many familiar faces, but also a lot of new faces playing this weekend.
So a couple of loose bowls to start this 10th end. But PJ really not having to do a lot, and Nigel is going to change it up. Down with some weight, wants a jack, well, edges it across, so a toucher in the ditch. Still 2 shots down though on the mat.
Yeah, and that jack's now hidden away behind PJ's 2 bowls.
Well, neither of them are touchers. You would expect Nigel to maybe play through those bowls next. Interesting to see where this bowl finishes.
I think Nigel's made his mind up now. If there's a shot there, he's going to play aggressive down to these.
Yeah, even though it's on the backhand, they're grouped, so whether that all 3 will go. Yeah, he's clicking his fingers, he knows it's wide. There you go, as you see.
Knew that from out the hand. And you will do, you know, the top players here, they'll know as soon as I let go of it, if they're in the area or not.
So, PJ's final bowl at this 10th end. Again, I would just expect PJ just to draw around the head. Oh, he's looking under, maybe just to try and block this hole, which he has done. Has rolled another bowl over.
Yeah, it's not made that any... Not made that any easier.
No. Yeah, no obvious shot for a 2 here. If he takes a 1, that will bring it back to within 6 shots, but he'll need 2 big ends.
I don't think there's any bowl that will go directly onto the jack either, with the bowl in the ditch. This is going to be a bit more of a hit and hope here.
Yeah, just deciding which hand to play it on. Yeah, going to be on the backhand. Again, just a bit wide. Well, will he run through?
Whoa,
there he has.
there's a result for you.
So applause from the crowd, but a fairly lucky result, but play the weight to get a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, big smile on PJ's face there. Nigel shrugs his shoulders. I think he'll take it.
So it's a 1 shot for Nigel on the 10th end, and reduces the deficit to 6, but still an uphill battle.
Yeah, I mean, Nigel really now needs to be scoring a 3 or 4 this end to give himself a chance on the last end. Anything less, then that's going to be PJ coming away here with 4 wins out of 4.
So a short jack on this 11th end from Nigel, and again with the pace of the mat slightly quicker this way, he's just drawn through to 3/4 length. And PJ sticking to this forehand side again. And he's just through as well, but doesn't have to do much.
No, doesn't want to be dropping a 3 or 4, but it's a bowl for bowl. Just match up whatever Nigel does. Good reply.
Yep, good adjustment of weight from Nigel. PJ sets himself, looking for a draw again down on the forehand. Oh no, he's switched to the back. Just looking to drop round Nigel's front bowl. Yeah, that'll just finish in close to Nigel's back bowl, so again, good position.
Yeah, doing nothing too silly here, just seeing where Nigel finishes with this one. Looks like he's good here. Doesn't want the gap. Oh, that's not where he wanted to be.
Yeah, that was a bit unfortunate there. So as we head to the conclusion of this match, PJ might look to try and drag this jack through.
Likes this one.
It's on a good draw weight actually for
this. He likes this one.
Yeah, very good, very good. Appreciation from the crowd as well for that.
Little fist pump from PJ as well.
Seen a couple of those in the match, so he's obviously pumped for this game.
Yeah, I think it's whenever you get an opportunity to book your place into the knockout on the Saturday, which is quite rare, you want to take that opportunity, especially against someone of Nigel's quality. Was you happy with the way he's been playing as well? We'll look to catch up with these two players after this match, just to get their views on how they were playing out there. So these players have known for a while now. They've been going to be on the show mat here.
So, final bowl of the 11th end, and it's Nigel looking to just rest PJ's out. He's close. Oh, very good.
Great bowl.
Very good. So a count of 2 for Nigel. Mathematically still has a chance.
Yeah.
Ah, now. PJ, one more bowl.
Well, what does he go for here? I think he won't be short to this because he's only got to lose one of those bowls off the side to win the match.
Yeah, correct. So, I mean, surely something similar to his previous bowl. With the bowl jack high might make him play a little bit heavier, and again, if he's a little bit short, we'll play the short bowl out of the way. So if
I think he'll go more at this. I think he can afford to be quite positive. If he loses the front bowl of Nigel's, that's all he needs. If he gets the front bowl through the jack, he's got free weighting behind.
Yeah, I mean, both players have a very good shot difference in their group. PJ's plus 50, Nigel 30 or so. So, yeah, PJ's, what's he going to look to do?
Backhand.
Backhand, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, just flicks the block.
That's an interesting.
Yeah, that surprised me actually, especially after the bowl he just played on the forehand.
Yeah, I think the forehand with weight was more percentage-wise. There was more happening there and chances. Whenever you introduce having to put your arm outside your leg on the backhand.
Yeah, players do tend to pull their arm across a bit more, and of course on that hand, that's the result we saw. So there you are, you can see we're into the final end now. It's 4 shots in it, so a chance of a draw for Nigel. Sticks with a short jack.
And that's one thing I always try to say to players when they're looking to pick up a big end, a big count. Play the jack on the short. You've got more room on the mat to try and pick up a bigger count.
So interestingly here, PJ's just looking to push through this. Oh, well, he's got a result. It was a fairly high risk shot, that. But with Nigel's first bowl now, 2-3 yards short. And the jack is, it's being chalked, so it must be dead.
Yeah. The difficulty for Nigel now is he's got to try and bring that front bowl, his first bowl in, and the bowl he's bowling, so this is not going to be easy. Wow, that's a good bowl.
Yeah, considering he needed to stay in, he's drawn pretty close to the line. Yeah, I think Nigel's first bowl was just if you're going to be short, you don't want it that close short, do you? Because it does present the opportunity for someone just to play through it. You've got to be past the jack.
Yeah, it's okay for in front of the jack, blocking the jack, path to jack off, but unfortunately, plenty of room there for PJ to run at this, and he did. He got it. So
PJ just looking to play Nigel's bowl out here. Just held off.
I can't see how Nigel's going to get 4 here. He needs to somehow be able to get that toucher off, stay, and PJ's got to not beat that front bowl. So,
well, 2 good bowls since. So yeah, again, I mean PJ has nothing silly to do here. He's got 3rd bowl. Again, just beat the front bowl, make it harder for Nigel to get that bowl up.
Yeah, there we go. That's enough for PJ. Doesn't need to be beating those 2.
Yeah. Nigel's down quickly here, so just drawing. He knows he's not going to do it. In fact, he's so quick down, he's thrown it off the side of the mat. So we know PJ wins this match. His final bowl coming up now.
Looking for the 2 bowls.
Yeah, he's going to look to strike these 2 bowls off. Give himself at least 2 for this one.
Just hanging by.
Yeah, just missed it. So it's 2 shots to Nigel on the final end, but PJ wins the game 10-8.
Sees PJ into the knockouts confirmed now.
Yeah, Nigel will have to win his final game. I think Tommy Dahlgren in their group is on 6 points, so just 3 behind Nigel. So players just signing their cards and chatting there. So a good game, close score in the end, but Nigel always chasing.
Yeah, and I think Nigel will look back and be a bit disappointed. The end he was holding, and he gave the shot away, and then coming back the next end, and he had quite a bit of room at this level to draw in, and didn't take his opportunity there. So yeah, I think Nigel will be disappointed that he didn't take those 2 opportunities. A different game at